Right now, we have with us another young Indian, part of the Voice of the Young series. Hello, everyone. Right now, we have with us Nilesh Deshmukh. Let's listen to him. Over to you, Nilesh.
First of all, thank you so much, Dr. Mathur sir, for inviting me in this platform. I really feel privileged and happy to share, honored to share my thoughts. And it is a really good opportunity for youth like us to go on to share some ideas. We have some different thought process and understanding about the life. Basically, I will give my brief introduction. I'm Nilesh Deshmukh. I'm basically from Maharashtra, Latur in India. And I'm a chemical engineer by profession earlier, but later after doing the production engineer job, I realized that I'm more inclined towards the marketing business, and now I'm pursuing my master's MBA in product management. I'm based in Bangalore now, and this is the wonderful journey I'm going through. And today is the session I want to share the interesting stories about my life and my journey, and it will be a very, I hope it will be a very something that gives insights to the audience that how a person from a small village, a middle class, who has changed his life in the throughout by his goals, visions.
Yeah, by the way, most of us know Latur only because of the 1993 earthquake. Otherwise,
Yes.
it's a small town that nobody
Yes.
has heard of. It's really small in
Oh,
Maharashtra,
yes.
even not a big town at all. So it's a
Yes.
remarkable journey from
Yes.
Latur to chemical engineering and to ISBR in Bangalore. So congratulations
Yes.
on that. Not many can make that journey, but you have. So I will say it's very impressive. Okay, but let's continue.
Thank you. Now I'm pursuing from last 1 year my product management core course, and which is more focused about the now we can see the world is moving towards the products and services like the big brands like Tesla, Apple. The product journey started from US. Now it is very becoming boom in the Indian market, and I feel this is the right time to enter and create something for the nation as a creator. Now, as of now, as India, we are the technology adopter, but now we want to be technology creator, and we are heading toward that. And for example, in ISRO, in a space we have shown many times that we are also not lagging behind the superpowers. We are on the track of the superpowers, and in that journey, I want to contribute from the India, and as a part of a citizen, I want to do something in this technology and the business world.
Wonderful. Let's continue.
Yeah.
Tell us more.
Yes. Let's start now. If I want to start my journey before, let's go into the little past, because past has some future scopes, I would say.
Yeah.
I have done my education in Marathi medium in till 10th, and after that I chosen the PCM group. That is as always peer pressure, or the way that you have to become engineer. This is the normal agendas in Indian life. You can relate with that.
Yes.
Then and later I have gone through the various JEE preparations, IIT exams. I have cracked for the IIT exam. I have written exam, but I'm not got decent college in that. Then I realized chemical engineering is one of I got autonomous college and started my chemical engineering journey. The journey was very interesting. I started the way of engineering creation world, because engineering is such a stream where we have to apply your science and its practicality in real life, and how we can create something. And in chemical engineering, we fortunate that we got good labs. We are experimented a lot. Then later in internship, I got in Bhabha Atomic Research Center. So that 2 to 3 months of project journey is really remarkable, because I'm working with like a great scientist of India.
Yeah, but that's a
Yeah,
big thing
yeah,
to work in Bark. I mean,
yes,
what
yes,
could
and
be better than that?
yeah, I really feel that 2 to 3 months are life at the different way of Indian research that happening in BRC,
Yeah.
and how the scientists, they once we see them, they're very simple person. Means we cannot imagine he's a SOG or SOH. They
Yeah.
are like a normal people. But
Yeah.
once you talk with them, once we discuss with them, they are crazy in their field, experts in masters in their fields.
Yeah.
And in that such environment, I started my research experiment, and this is which now helping also in my product management journey, I will say,
Yeah.
because I got the sense of how to be critical think, how to be a very small minor details for the particular understanding.
Yeah.
Then I have in placements, I have done my engineering very well. I have got placement in Supreme Petrochem Private Limited, which is India's the largest polystyrene manufacturing in India, which contributes 51% of whole manufacturing in the India. So in that journey, I got hardcore. I worked for 4 months on shop floor of the chemical industry. You can imagine it is spread across the 300-acre plant, and from control room, before going to control room, I have visited each and every pump, effluent plant, treatments, the storage tanks, the thousand metric ton of styrene, which is a raw material, which is the higher flammable than the petrol. So that much of storage tank. The 4 months are really crazy for me. I got to understand how the industry works, how the supply chain works, and how it is very small things. For example, the security things, the number of safety things that applied on the industries are really, initially we are students, now we're not that much mature, careful. But the health HSC department gives us a very critical understanding of how your one mistake may create a large impact in the whole society.
Yeah,
that
you
much
might
of
have a mistake.
if you can, if you know the LG plant accident a few years ago in 2020, if you
I
remember
don't.
that.
No.
Oh, this same plant who is a competitor, and the styrene got exploded, and it impacted around 2 to 3 kilometers surrounding nature. You can see the people, and that gives me understanding what every time as an engineer in production, I realized that what will be the consequence of your actions. How you think, how you have to take actions, and by thinking the 10 steps, what will happen to the future about what your action. So this is a really interesting journey which I have experienced, and which is, I think, as every chemical engineer or every engineer have to apply at least few years of your technical knowledge what you have learned in your 4 years. I will say. But later I worked as a consultative sales with Bada Business Private Limited, Dr. Bindra team, and I started to selling the pitches products. I'm an extrovert person, I'm a very talkative person, and then realize this journey will take me around 10 years to be a good manager, senior manager or that manager. Let's crack any shortcut for that. Then someone suggested me that start with sales, because if you want to explore a business, if you want to know the market, sales is the best area to start. Then I started the sales, and it took me around 6 to 8 months of journey. I sold around 1 lakh plus products. Amount in the 2 to 3 months. I become the consecutive 2 months best performer of the month award I get in the company, and which realized that, oh, this is I'm learning this. I'm doing the whole market understanding, product pitching, and objection handling and persuasion influence. That I got the deep psychology. I'm learning about the psychology. I understand the human behaviors. Then I need to take some specialized training in an intense time, short duration of time from the experts. Then my journey of MBA started, and in 2022 I returned. Before that, I returned the CAT exams and all the things. I have passed NMAT, and I came to Bangalore, and I'm now pursuing the Institute of Product Leadership, which is a pioneer institute in whole Asia, who provides the product management institute from last 10 years. And in that journey, I will say there is a huge difference. As an engineer, the mindset and thinking is very different, and as a business, as a manager, we have to think very differently. And that transition in next further times, I want to share my last 1 year journey very elaborately. So who is listening to this, the audience will get to know that yes, it is nothing is impossible. You can achieve, you can with your consistent efforts, vision, and right strategy, you can make it happen. That 1 year of journey told me that I want to explore further in future times.
Okay. Anything else you want to tell us?
In that, as of now, I explained how I transitioned from the engineering background to this, like all the research forms.
And what did your parents think of it?
Oh, very interesting question. Actually, it is. My parents are, the good thing is that they're that much not literate. They are illiterate, I will say. My father is 12 pass, mother also 12 pass. So there is they always believe on me. They said that from childhood, I'm a very good student. I'm a very disciplined, sincere student. So they never in my life, they put any finger or towards me that why you're doing this, why this. Because they think is that much maturity I build my in the life that If I'm doing something, they believe, yes, it is right. That
Yeah.
much of maturity and understanding, I believe in. Sometimes now also it is, now I'm believing it is really helpful for me, because I have taken very mad decisions. I have invested in, for becoming one of my decisions, I have taken 1.5 lakh of loan in the lockdown 2000 March 20, sorry. So in that time, people are not ready to, like, very severe about their finances. I have taken my own without backup the loan to become the consultative of the investment. And that time also they supported me. For example, I'm giving one small story, because it is very required. If parents are your energy for us, your boost for you, and if they are not supporting, it is really hard. I feel I will not be now in this position to talk with, or where I am now without
Yeah,
parents.
sure. No question that you
Mm.
would need their support. And, uh, but I'm sure they're proud of you, right?
Yeah, always. Definitely.
Right. I mean, you have achieved so much and you are here from, so obviously,
I will not say it is not too much, but from where I come, this is the very good milestone for us. It is just the beginning. Many more to come, many big things to come now.
okay, you have any younger siblings or something?
Yeah, yeah. I have two sisters. I
Yeah.
am the older. That one is married 2 years ago, and one is in her bachelor's of arts, doing
Okay.
his in bachelor's of arts.
Okay. Good. So, you support them in some way, or
When I'm doing job, I was supported, but now I'm become student, so I'm not able to support them.
okay?
But I always did it for in guidance point of view, and I have a grandfather and grandmother who's they also very really played a very critical role in my life.
Yeah.
I am the generation from 97 batch who got a really good privilege to be living
Yeah.
with a one united family. And
Yeah.
I feel we are very close to our grandparents, my especially grandfather, who has they have different kind of, we tested the different generation thought process, like
Yeah.
the last 40 years of thought process.
Yeah.
And I feel many Gen Zs are not that much privileged. I
Yeah.
will say this is a very lack of that happening in the society, is that they are away from their grandparents. This
Yeah.
is the,
Yeah.
it is my inner just like emotional experience that I will say.
No, I'm glad that you are sharing it because this
Yeah,
is
yeah,
what makes you you. So it's very happy. It's a good thing that
yes,
you are sharing it. So now, what's next for you? I mean, or do you have some other things to tell us?
yes. Now I want to tell you my MBA journey, which started in 2022, and the decision which I have taken is really critical for me, because financially, one thing is I have to invest. In Bangalore, living cost is really high as compared to any other city in India. And the second thing is investment, and second, another very important is you lose your money flow,
Yeah.
that you are doing your job. You are
Yeah.
already a good, decent job.
Yeah.
We may progress well, but as a part, I always believe
So you've
the
taken a
mindset.
loan. You've taken a loan to
Yeah,
pay for this. Okay. All right.
yeah, I have taken loan for that, because I feel this is the time to take risk without. Now my age is 26, 27. I've started 27. If I
Yeah.
late for few years, then it will impact my future plans.
Yeah.
So I have taken this risk to start this my journey, and it was really hard to me, because I thought around few months of research before leaving my. I always try to write the resignation letter to leave my job, but once the salary comes, few amount of comes, then it comes. फिर next चलो देखते हैं, कुछ तो save करते हैं.
Yeah.
Let's save something, and let's, like, this take me around 15 months
Yeah.
to leave my job, and which is really, as a middle class person, it is a really hard decision to leave your income source and
Yeah.
take liability for the journey of
Yeah.
your higher education.
I fully understand that
Mhm.
because it's a huge cash flow becomes completely negative.
Exactly.
So, all right. So, what else?
Yeah. Then I have started preparation for the CAT. I left my job in September 21. September 21, and I have 2 months for preparation of CAT exam. Then later I have Maharashtra CET. So there are line NMAT, XAT, all the MBA preparation exams. And so let's start with the exams. I have started preparation. I am written the exams well. I got in CAT 70 percentile score, in NMAT 200 score. So it is decent as compared to the what duration I got for the preparation. Then as per selection of college, one of the critical choice I want to do, because if you know, in India's doing MBA is not that much easy. Like earlier research in US only costly, but India is now become very costly in terms of MBA education.
Yes.
Average, if you want to do MBA, 20-25 lakhs you should have in your pocket,
Yes.
or either loan. And earlier it is in US, I think it is from 50 lakhs to 1 crore, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
So that amount is not common for that much investment you require.
Yeah.
And I have to choose such a thing that which will be very decent for me, and where I can get maximum input. So based on that, I have selected the college, which I really found a very good decision in my life. And why I started off journey is with starting with the communication. And it has, like, I'm a Marathi medium student, it gives me some little time struggle to communicate, little time to struggle, that remove the shyness, remove the fear in myself. And I realize, and I gives too much of value to the trainings what I have done in last 2 years about the psychology mindset, because I attend the many webinars, many sessions. I have done lots of side trainings. Now I will become the certified coach, I international certified coach. That passionate side hustle gives me that everything is happen if your mindset is ready, if you are ready from your mind. And that only one push, that only one drive, reading of books. I'm a very habitual of reading of books, self-help books related to psychology, related to growth mindset, I will say. Then this gives me then it is possible. There is no Nilesh. Nothing is impossible. You just need to be believe in yourself, have the guts, have try, and lose your fear of failure. There is nothing like failure in life. That one principle I really applied rigorously in my life. And that gives me a wonderful, amazing results.
Okay, wonderful. Okay.
And which I gives the credit to my mentors, the coaches who have trained me, and I have created an ecosystem around me. I always believe that someone have cracked the journey of some years. For example, some coach or mentor have path gone through the path for few years. He knows the road better than me. So I always create an ecosystem of mentors and coaches around me. And my friends are also very good ecosystem for me. They always support me. And that drives me to overcome that last version of journey, making me such a wonderful lad. Like I have presented 2 international research papers, including the in IIM Visakhapatnam, which I feel which is one of the great achievement of in India. Out of 1,000 research papers, only 60 to 70 papers they have selected, and I am the one of the presenter in IIM Visakhapatnam. That much journey is given me. Oh, it is like a wow moment. It is like a dream.
Yeah,
it
is. It is a wow moment. Yes, it is. Yes.
Yeah.
It is a wow moment. Wonderful. Okay. So I'm sure that you will find your way into the business world, because that's where you are headed. Product manager is obviously in a big company only you can work. It's not a small company, because you are managing the big national product across many customers and so on. So good. We need that. And anything else you want to add?
Yes, from last 2 years of experience, 2 learnings are very critical for me. The first is the developing the people skills, and the second is the importance of networking, and how the networking affects a lot. And believe me, I am last 1 year in the whole MBA, I will say my 70 to 80% focus on this only 2 areas. Because in communication, in the networking, and these areas are such a critical that I feel most of the people, either they don't give time too much for that, or they neglect the importance of that. And because of this, let's start with for example, people skills. People skills, it is about your social dynamism, how you deal with the people, how you understand with the people. But when you go through very deeply, people skills are not only communication with the people. It is not only about to talk or to just deal better, but it is understanding about your self-awareness. It is about developing your emotional intelligence. And I'm a very much inclined about spirituality. From last 5 6 years, I have read very like Swami Vivekananda, the Ramakrishna Method, associated with the art of living, various spiritual organizations. That give me always understand that self-awareness,
Yeah.
understanding yourself is
Yeah.
the first key to success in any area.
Yes.
And where I'm connecting always
Yeah.
try to connect business with this all the concepts,
Yeah.
because we have many things in our our Indian heritage, but we tend to take from West, like for example, highly effective of seven habits of highly effective people, who the writer himself says that I have taken this all the habits from the Bhagavad Gita.
Yeah.
But we say that no, English version is the better than the Indian version, I always say. But that understanding give me self-awareness
Yeah.
is, and it is not a one-day process.
Yeah.
You fail again and again, you fail again and again, and it requires persistence.
Yeah.
And with that, from self-awareness, you try to understand yourself, then others, emotionals. Then this whole understanding will help you as a human being.
Yeah.
Because in Indian culture, means now it is G20 going on, always it is Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. This is the philosophy everywhere is going on.
Yeah.
Then what is the root cause is that understanding not only you, but with you, there is a whole ecosystem.
Yeah.
Be aware of that.
Yeah.
And that much in-depth of understanding I got from my psychology, spiritual, and the whole business, what people here they are doing.
Yeah.
They are doing same, but they are very centric about the businesses, money making, and this.
Yeah.
But as an Indian, my approach is very different. I want to be blend this both, because I feel if we blend this both, then we can create a conscious decisions, conscious planet for the conscious decision making and all what we are doing in life.
Yeah.
And this is the people skill. I don't know you heard this type of people skill definition from others, but this is for me as a people skill definition. It is not only you, but surrounding your ecosystem.
Yes.
Second very important is networking.
Yeah.
And I've started very hard on my LinkedIn profile, my LinkedIn working from last 1.5 years. Now I will reach 6,000 followers, connections on my LinkedIn in few days, I will say.
Good.
And I have connected a really different diversified people. Means sometimes I talk with the art people, sometimes I talk with the psychology people, sometimes I talk with the scientists, sometimes I talk with the like some different aerospace and like this. So this, like I'm not talking with you like economics. I really don't know very few knowledge about economics basis. I have a supply demand like this. But this I feel key networking opens the doors of your success.
Yeah.
Networking gives you the networking effect is a very one of the important concept in business, which very widely used.
Yeah.
And this and that one thing I early realized in my life around 23, 24. I'm started working on that, but now I'm getting the results of it.
Yeah.
I will say proudly say that I have such a network that I can tap in whichever sector I want to be. Just I need to few clicks, and I with the right intention, if I approach I will ready to get the knowledge experience of what you're there.
That's great.
So that two things of experiences of my last MBA journey is very remarkable. I will say very interesting. I want to share with the who are watching, the audience peoples, that it is really important. I will say it is too much. I am emphasizing a lot maybe, but I realize it's important a lot. And the communication is consequence.
Yeah.
Without communication, I will say a few days ago, interesting, I want to share one story. In our product leaders forum, we have one national community of product managers. We have organized one panel discussion from students, like senior, we are in the second year. And we have discussed around 8 key areas, 8 key communication of how is the journey going on, what should we take care. 200 plus people are there in the audience, in a big audience. And I was one of the panelists as a speaker. I was there, and I realized if I'm coming here, if I see my 1 year of my journey is remarkable, means it is unimaginable. I never think like that I can be a person that who can be communicate with that large audience, and only credit goes to communication. What understanding I have got, and how I delivering the value to the people. So this is 3 things I want to share from last 1 year of MBA. And other than that, I have struggled a lot in economics, especially macroeconomics, microeconomics, supply demand. That concepts are marginal effect, marginal profit. It is crazy things I have explored in the economics. But I'm very interested. One of my faculty in economics, Veena ma'am, really given me a broader perspective to that, because the ma'am said that everything is economics. Means once I started to listen her classes, now I said, oh, that much economics importance in the whole
Yeah.
the globe,
Yeah.
because whole geopolitics is around the economics.
Yeah.
Whole politics is around economics, and her life is around economics.
Yeah.
Then interesting thing I realized, I'm very interested toward the geopolitics also. Then I realized one of the key insights that I got, which I earlier not in chemical engineering.
Yeah.
Then accounting, these are the subjects that gives me understanding of the business, how it is important, the documentation in the business,
Yeah.
how it is crucial to be balance sheets. These are the critical things: balance sheets, P&L, on the base the business is running, whether
Yes.
your business is going
Yes.
positive or negative, what is going
Yes.
in the whole market.
Yes.
So these are the way, another key interesting sharings, learnings which I have done my MBA journey.
Yeah.
And that much I think as of now I will share. If any specific questions you want to ask about
No,
this, I
I
will.
am not going to ask any questions, not of
Okay.
you, because who knows how long your answer will be.
No, I can share for many hours, but
So go ahead
I
and
want to know.
share. No, I don't ask questions to anyone
Okay,
because
okay.
I want to give you the
Mhm.
power to decide what you want to say. So I am
Mhm,
not,
mhm.
I don't ask any questions of anyone,
Sure,
not you,
sure,
anyone. Okay, so
sure.
I just say, do you have anything more to say? If you want, go ahead.
Sure. Rather than that, next, uh, I want to share some research area point of view, as we are talking with a doctorate person. So research is one of the key area.
Yeah.
And in the last 4 months, like from Feb, March, April, May, June. So in that 2 months, 4 months of areas, I have presented around two international research papers. And one of this is an under publication, in the process of publication, under review. So that in that regard, I want to share that in a research, many people will get demoted once they heard the name research,
Yeah.
because I feel there is a one process, like in our childhood what happens, someone have the math subject as a very most liking subject, and someone have the very most disliking subjects. I feel the most important critical role comes of the mentors or gurus who
Yeah.
comes to taught the journey.
Yeah.
And in that journey, I feel I got good many mentors in the research areas who have done really good hundreds of research papers, written
Yeah.
hundreds of research papers. And there's a like it is like a driving a car. Research paper is nothing like a driving a car, which starts with understanding the what are the key areas of what are the key elements in the research paper. Second is how to structure the research paper. Means doing is one thing, but you have to present it in such a way that the people who are reading that research paper also get value.
Yeah.
So that journey is very critical.
Yeah.
And next is presenting that it should be unique. It should be adding some value to the that domain.
Yeah.
Like I have written my research paper, one in marketing and one in product, as a product market fit, how the product get product market fit.
Yeah.
So that deciding the topic, figuring out the topic, it took me around 2 months.
Yeah.
Only the title of the research paper. And I feel it for this generation, like who want to be very critical, very in product management or the research oriented. If the who is listening for that, I will say the research is one of the critical, very important to be think, and you should start early as much as possible, because once you get familiar with it, you will nail it, because you become used to with that pain.
Yeah.
It is a pain, I will say. It is not an easy journey.
No.
It is a really huge pain.
Yeah.
But I will say with the getting pain, your body, your sense become very happy with that, and you get a different level of dopamine in your mind, in a psychology, we say.
Yeah.
And you become habituated with that.
Yes.
And this is a really interesting one. In Wellinger Business School, I have presented my one around the packaging effect of on consumer behaviors. And the second is I am Vishakhapatnam, which is the topic, the product market fit of Nykaa, how Nykaa become the product market fit, how become the leader in the market.
Yeah.
So these two research papers are really blowing, means they have developed my critical thinking, analytical thinking, statistics, tools, understanding.
Yeah.
And I hope this is a really helpful for the doing any masters, any who is want to pursue masters or want to do further what the PhD. Research is a non-avoidable thing. We cannot avoid that.
All right, fine. Wonderful. Okay. All right. That's a great, it's very impressive journey. And you have told us, well, you emphasize communications and you have really communicated it so well. I'm happy to hear such a journey. You know, it's one thing to be well-off family and do well. It's another thing to come from Latur with the parents who are only class 12 pass, and here you are telling us about PhD. It's quite a jump, you know, from some small place to such a huge place, and international you are. So I praise you. And but I just want to ask you, have any last words to say? Any last thoughts?
Yeah. Let's dive into we have seen the past, we have seen the present. Now I want to be futuristic because I believe in big thinking. I believe in the dreams which are beyond your thought process. You should be mad about your dreams.
Okay.
And which I will say as a future journey of my life, I want to be such a product manager, because product manager, what I have chosen is because it is a holistic approach of understanding whole business, market, customers, where we are at the center of this whole game, and you play the game with all the players. It's like a game. And I want to be a big player in that game in future and in a business context, and I have to contribute significantly in a product domain. And in this 4 5 years of 10 years, I don't know how much years, unless I want to be a job oriented person with the entrepreneurship, not entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is a system that you become the entrepreneur in the organization,
right?
And you add value to the customers, you add value to the organizations, and you learn the whole game, whole the business game. And later, I have aspirations in the whole tech sector, education, and about the mindset, about the enhancing the people's life thought process, and they're making a 1% different in their life. If I want to be a person, if I become a one person who can impact at least 1% in someone's life in a positive way, and in a large scale, my dream is like I want to reach the lakhs of people in future. And if I want to be that, then I have to be such a with experiences, stories, and with the efforts. I should be that journey I want to be go in next few years. And I want to start my own venture in various sectors, and I want to be I really appreciate the people who have done PhD. I really admire for them, because I know how painful journey is. How, if it is interesting, then it is fine, but it is a very rigorous journey, I will say, if someone is pursuing. And sharing your knowledge, sharing your content, sharing your insights to the people and helping them is one of my vision of my life. In somewhat in future, and creating such a venture that creates such a good impact in society, in India and the whole globe. That is whole my vision of my future.
Okay, wonderful. I'm sure you will do very well, and we will be proud of you. And when people say you are young, you are India's future, I see a bright future. That's what is really very interesting and impressive. And I'm happy to have had contact with you. Keep in touch, and let's see how you go. Maybe we come back to you in a year to see where you are. And at that time, you can tell us, look, this is what I have achieved, and this is where I'm going, because we'll know your history. We'll just know your future at that time. So, okay, so shall we say bye to the viewers at this time? Is enough for you, or you have some last word?
I want to conclude this session with I will say in our life, everyone's life, there is always situation comes which says no, it is enough. I cannot proceed beyond that. It is now, in this game is over. But that every time, I will say this is the best time to start and make big decisions and make big set new goals and be crazy about achieving that goal. And that should be resonating with your heart, with your mind, and with your souls. And if you make it that, it will become a easy, like a daily interesting game for you. And that is the whole philosophy that I follow and want to share with you in a raw words. I want to just share my emotional way, my what I have experienced, but you are a better audience, you are a very smart audience, you can make it in your words.
Okay, fine. Thank you, Nilesh. That's a very powerful statement. Let's say bye to the viewers, and we'll come back to you with something. So, okay, bye everybody. I'll be back with another young person or an expert very soon. Till then, bye everybody.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.